What's going on there, citizens of the Reject Nation? I'm Miguel.
I am Robbie.
Craig.
Good job, Andrew.
Good job,
You're
Hawk.
doing it. Hawk's a crier.
Hawk's a crier.
Cut it out, Hawk. Say hi to the audience.
Hey guys, what's going
We
on?
need positive energy.
Hey everyone.
Very positive.
Being weird. That's how Miguel talks. I nailed my impression.
Dude, it's
Mary
like
Poppins.
Cholos here in the room.
Did you say Mary Poppins? Was he cool?
Yeah, he was.
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
This is a great final episode intro today. All right, guys. We're at the finale of Cobra Kai. Andrew's going to bring his A game with listing all of the Easter eggs. He won't miss a single one. And if he does, you make sure to give him crap in the comments.
Give him hell.
Leave a like. That'd be very much appreciated. Also, full-length reaction watch-alongs where you sync up with your own copy for Cobra Kai. All that's over at our Patreon page for Super Sexy Rejects. The Prepper team helped us edit down these highlights. Namaste.
Every memory of me will be erased.
Says who?
The best student I ever had. He was like a son to me.
So keep fighting, but with your heart and soul instead of your fists.
That's enough.
This piece of shit's asking for it.
Let it go.
Whoa! Is this really happening right now?
Whoa!
I don't believe it.
Oh, he did. No.
Oh my god. I can't believe that just happened. Mike Barnes?
No.
My life was fine before you showed up. Next thing I know, there's a pile of ashes where my store was. That place was leveraged to the hilt, Daniel. I'm broke. My wife.
I had to give them my wife.
This guy just destroys people's lives bit by bit, and he never faces any consequences. You know what I see? I see 4 consequences right here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over there and beat the living shit out of him.
Yes!
I like the way this guy thinks.
Johnny! Chozen, help me out here. This is crazy.
I know several answers.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
We're not gonna ride for justice like some party limo posse!
Shoot yourself.
Mike! Mike! Are you kidding me?
Please tell me he has his phone.
I know.
If the attack happened at the old dojo, that would have been after Silver installed the new security cameras.
So maybe it's all caught on tape?
No, but that place was cleaned out.
That might not matter. I mean, the systems that we sell at Techtown all save the footage to a central server.
It's tying together.
If we get access to it, we could definitely find that footage. We could even post that Stingray clip to their YouTube channel.
Get a hold of everyone else. Let them know that we're taking down Cobra Kai. Tonight.
Evil dies tonight.
I understood that reference.
We'll send them a message well before the tournament. When and how to deliver it exactly? I don't know yet. But it won't be subtle.
Oh my god.
Oh my, it's been a long time. Oh, I'd say you're keeping well, but all evidence to the contrary.
That's what happens when someone burns your life to the ground.
Oh my, what a crime.
Asshole.
It's called trespassing, which means any violence inflicted upon you herein will be justified.
Oh my god, they all sleep there?
I'm gonna knock his ass out, and then you're next. All right, come on.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh,
Barnes.
shit.
Behind you!
Ow!
That was short-lived.
Daniel, where are you?
I have no idea. I am stranded in the middle of nowhere. I have terrible service out here. I just need you to come and get me, all right? I'm dropping you a pin.
Amanda?
What?
Oh, God, no.
Someone's here.
What? Who?
They're parking in our driveway. It's Cobra Kai.
What? Is it Stingray?
We just upload the clip to the YouTube channel, and Cobra Kai's out of business for good.
Okay, Stingray's assault happened the morning after prom.
Any idea how to disconnect one of these?
Yeah.
Yeah, kick it. I haven't seen all of our faces.
Easy money.
I understood that reference.
They're hitting us on two fronts. Take care. I'll join you there as soon as I wrap things up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Chosen.
Oh,
Whoa,
Johnny.
Johnny.
Oh my God, Chosen versus Terry.
You're the first person I've seen in miles. And I gotta get home now. And this truck is gonna take me there, one way or the other.
Oh shit.
Run them over.
Stingray?
Mr. LaRusso! Come with me if you want to live. Yes.
That's from Total Recall, right?
End of Days, Andrew.
Ah, I like that movie.
I got it.
You want to be Cobra Kai?
Oh my God, they do have it.
What happened?
That's all there is.
I think there might be some other footage we can use.
You wouldn't have another date and time, would you?
Yeah, that's the one.
Guys! What are you doing here?
What was that?
We'll go check it out. You guys stay here. We need that footage.
What's
your
intense? What's
escape
going
plan?
on?
How do they even know we were here?
Mitch, come on. Get your ass over here where you belong.
Oh, yeah, I knew it.
Oh
Damn.
shit.
You traitor.
Silverlight. To all of us.
Us? The only person who lied to me is you.
Hey, Robbie's right. You don't want to do this.
Yeah, I do.
God damn it, Cobra Kai.
I got that group text from the Cobra Kais saying they were going to ambush your students. I knew I had to step in and warn you.
We just have to get to the kids before someone gets hurt.
We will.
What are you doing? It's pitch black out.
Stingrays see better in the dark.
Is this a manual car?
Yes.
Come on.
The fight we've all been waiting for.
You will beg for mercy.
Right. It's time to find out.
Oh, here we go, people.
Oh my God.
Oh, because he's drunk.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a good sensei.
Damn.
Yeah.
Johnny cleaning up.
Oh.
Nicely done.
But now, time to find out what you're really made of.
I am not afraid to kill.
Oh my God, I can't believe this.
Raphael versus Leonardo.
Look at him just confidently walking.
Ooh.
Not bad.
Oh, Jesus.
This just got way real.
Ow.
Ooh.
God damn, Chosen.
Come on, Chosen. Ah.
Oh.
It's not cool.
Blood in the water.
Yeah.
Yes, buddy.
I was meant to die on the battlefield. Do it.
No!
Prick. Psycho.
Prick.
You don't want to be on their side. Trust me.
Like you trusted me. You've been lying about whose side you were really on this whole time.
I know. I'm sorry. I tried telling you.
They're coming. Be ready to go mobile.
Okay, screw it. We're gonna have to upload and publish via Wi-Fi.
I understand these problems very well.
Yeah, you heard Kenny when he dropped your ass. Just a faux hawk now, boy.
You know what? That's life. You win some, you lose some, but you gotta move on. You never did. You're still pulling the same old bully act as always. Even though everyone you bullied has kicked your ass by now. Kyle's too stupid to ever learn his lesson.
Yeah! Yes, Hawk!
Woo!
Come on, Robbie!
Oh, yeah, here we go. Anakin versus Obi-Wan.
I'm not your enemy.
Jesus.
Woo! Goddamn Kenny. No! That freaking move, man.
Attacking me on my own turf.
You never stood a chance. But if it's any consolation, at least you won't be around to screw up another kid.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, Dimitri.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yes.
He's handling the whole thing.
He got his turn.
We got it. All right. It's uploaded to Cobra Kai's channel. Let's get the hell out of here.
Binary bros.
Binary, bro. Oh, protect that iPad for the love of Christ.
Oh, Sensei Kim.
Let this be my final lesson to you then, and a more painful one than the last.
Oh, Miguel, we got it!
Ooh,
no! God.
Don't step on it.
Oh, no.
Run!
Protect the egg!
Oh,
Protect the egg.
Oh, yeah! Took me a second to understand.
Oh.
Devon, help her.
Ow!
Facade. All to hide the fragile little girl underneath.
Come on, Devon. Oh, Sam, I guess.
Ouch.
Come on, Devon.
You can be a champion. Do not throw that away.
Oh, I will be a champion, but I'll get there my way, not yours. Go, save your brother. We've got this.
Oh
Devon.
my God.
Devon Lee. MVP.
I'll take this trash out.
Can you believe this guy?
Yes. Come on, give him a cool moment. Give him a cool moment.
Yeah.
90%.
Oh my God, so close.
Hold him much longer. There's too many of them.
95.
Oh, then you gotta deal with the processing time.
I know. Just standard definition. That's all we need.
Nichols, what's on your mind? Excited to take things to the next level?
Oh yeah.
You'll just pay to make me champion again.
Have you told anyone else?
Not yet. So you don't deny it?
Not at all. I paid him off to make sure Cobra Kai won.
That's great audio.
It's a boom mic on that security cam.
That was your big plan, LaRusso? Breaking into my dojo? To steal some footage that changes nothing?
Oh, now they're gonna fight.
Rematch.
And what does the enemy deserve?
Come on, Danny. Crane kick him.
They hear you, but they don't listen.
Life isn't a fairy tale, it's a competitive sport. Right and wrong, there's no such thing. There are only winners and losers.
Jeez.
Cobra Kai
No.
builds winners because we're willing to do whatever it takes to come out on top.
Fight 4.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Johnny, get in there, buddy.
Come on, dude. Need another eye patch.
Oh! Oh!
Oh! Jesus!
No! Oh, that is shit in your face.
Dude, where the hell is Mike Barnes?
Give it like 2 seconds.
Yep.
Thank you.
Or Mike Barnes stun double,
This is where Miyagi-Do ends.
It'll be around long after we're gone. The roots are strong, so the tree will survive.
Ooh!
Oh,
Nice work, Daniel.
Bitch slap.
Crane kick him.
It comes in 2 parts and has 3 rules. I call it Quicksilver. Rule number 1. A man can't stand. He can't fight.
Break it.
Oh! Nice.
Rule number 2 of the Quicksilver method. A man can't breathe. He can't fight.
Yeah!
Yes, dude.
Oh my god, so many nipple chills right now.
You cheater.
3.
Crane kick!
Nothing will ever be more satisfying than this moment.
Crane kick. Point! The ref's gonna be like, no point.
I do the right thing, boss.
Spider.
We're gonna go be assholes somewhere else.
Is this yours?
It's supposed to be yours, but
I broke up with you before you could give it to me.
I think that just seemed like it was more important.
It means a lot to me.
I mean, that's what you do when you love someone, right?
Never said that before.
I do.
I love you too.
Oh, yay.
Thought of losing you and Miguel and Robbie and her family. Kicked me into a gear I didn't know I had. Couldn't stand the thought of missing out on the rest of our life together.
I can't believe we got the crane kick still over it.
Come on. I got you. Easy, Chozen.
Just take her to the goddamn hospital.
This man has
lost so much blood.
A real war tonight.
Never thought I'd see the day when Silver was finally in handcuffs.
What about Crane?
All right, LaRusso. Finally took Silver out.
No more looking over our shoulders at every turn, right?
Here's hoping Silver and Kreese end up cellmates.
You mean John Kreese?
Oh, no.
You didn't hear what happened.
Oh.
Did he break out? Was this like a ploy to break out?
Oh my God.
That's what I was thinking at the very top, but I was like, maybe not.
Stopping a fight. He got what he deserved.
Yeah, he did. It's Jello. Yep.
This is melted Jello.
Oh my God.
Damn.
I'm begging you.
For what?
Mercy.
Mercy.
If you just waited like 5 minutes,
Oh my
you would have
God.
got it out perfectly fine.
Finally, my friend. That's it.
If you would have just waited so long, that you didn't know.
You told me you've been fighting all your life. So keep fighting.
Much more than this.
Technically did fight with his heart and soul, I guess. Kreese lives!
Oh. And to think I felt bad for you.
It was
No, we gotta wait another season. Ah.
I can't wait. I can't do it. I can't.
I had a feel at the very beginning. I was like, maybe, but
It was like that guy turned on him pretty. He didn't care. Yeah,
his buddy.
Pretty quickly.
And I was like, he looks pale, but maybe they're just doing that to mislead us with the lighting.
He just held his breath really good.
And that Jello came out very convincingly too. Yeah.
I know. What are you gonna do? All right, that was great.
That was.
All right, John, take it away.
That was a very intense and emotional finale, and I am very, very much satisfied in this moment. Oh man, the way everything has come to a head, I think it's usually a good sign when you end a season on a note of like, man, they threw everything at this. And aside from the fact that Kreese is, coming back, like, I don't know where we go from here exactly, especially with Cobra Kai. Whatever it is, at least losing this crop of students and whatnot, they'll find a way back in. But yeah, I thought this built really nicely out of the previous episode and gave you so many white knuckle nail biting moments. Just like just go around the litany of fights, first with everybody busted in on Terry Silver, and then all the solo fights within. Like, you got a lot of really not fan fulfillment per se, but it's like you get to see Chozen fight Terry, and you can see Danny fight Terry, you can see Johnny take on a whole bunch of dudes, and you get to see all the kids kind of bring everything to a head. Like, this just had so much and also felt like just the right amount. And yeah, like my hair's blown back a little bit, like the way they've been able to keep this show building and growing. And again, skating on that line of it could always be just a little too much, but never fully falling there. I thought the whole thing, making it Mike who intervenes on them in the limo, was a good call because it pays that off. You get a little bit more with him, even though he doesn't steal the focus. And it's not like, okay, like, you're set up to think like Terry Silver is just omnipotent. But I thought that was a nice curveball to kind of bring everything back around, and the whole mess of like, we didn't tell the kids to break in, and we're doing this thing over at Silver's house, and now we're all kind of meeting in the same place. Like, I thought they orchestrated all that chaos in a really fine way, and I feel like in less skilled hands, it could have just felt like chaos. But no, it was very palpable and very vital, even though chaotic. So yeah, I can't say enough, but I don't want to take command of the entire review.
Just keep going. Keep going.
So yeah, let's hear some eggs first.
Oh, some
Let's
eggs.
Share the mic.
Some eggs? You mean like
share the mic.
like Trader Joe's 329 eggs?
329.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. All
Chozen
right.
spent a lot of money that day.
All right. Well, let's see what I can pull out.
That's
right
Wait
Easter
a minute.
egg.
Wait a minute. That should not be overlooked, what you just did there. That was really well done.
Thank you. Thank you. I
Said
appreciate
Easter eggs, referring to Easter eggs, and then you said 329, bringing it back to a reference. And that's
I know
That
I did
was-
something
that
impressive
was
if
well
Greg is
done.
giving me a pat on the back. So
That
thank
was-
you,
that
Greg.
was well done, Andrew.
Thank you. All right, let's see what we got in this episode.
329, you son of a bitch.
Yeah,
that was
you're a
well,
good
that
egg,
was good.
Andrew.
That was
Yeah,
good.
I
That
try.
was really good.
I try. At the beginning of the episode, they called Mike Barnes the bad boy. That's what he was referenced as in Karate Kid Part 3. We got Michael Bean's Kyle Reese, a.k.a. Stingray, saying, come with me if you want to live. Obviously, that line was also regurgitated by the T-800 again at Pescadero Hospital in T2 Judgment Day, where he said to Sarah Connor the same thing. We also got Terry Silver being crane kicked into the mirror and breaking it. Mr. Miyagi threw him into the mirror where the paint fell down onto him. That was Karate Kid Part 3. We got that flashback, of course, from Karate Kid Part 3. And yeah, I'm sure there are many others I am missing too, but those are just the ones that come off of hand. In regards to this episode,
This whole episode was a tribute to the legend of Drunken Master, obviously.
Oh, for sure.
Because they were all drunk.
Yeah.
Oh, and in regards to this episode, wow, the hand-to-hand choreography, it really is amazing. Just every season they always seem to up that ante, and this season this finale held no punches. I mean, if you guys would have told me before the episode that we were going to see someone's finger be sliced off and then actually literally focus on that shot, seeing the blood come out and then the finger there, I would have said, no, that's too graphically violent for Cobra Kai or something from Karate Kid. And I just don't see that, but no. They pulled no punches, metaphorically speaking, when it came to this episode. But
show is not family friendly.
Yeah, no, I mean there were 2 F words in this episode, so yeah, definitely. But no, this finale was amazing. It was emotional. It was violent. It was great. I feel so bad for my boy Terry Silver. I mean, he's just the kind of guy we all look up. He's the kind of guy he's the kind of guy we all look up to, and we all want to be at least, money-wise at least. But I mean,
no, he's the hero.
Yeah, he is the hero. Look,
Yeah.
I'm Cobra Kai all the way. I didn't take my shirt off at the end, guys. No, but this finale was another reference I just remembered is when the TV fell down when they were fighting. That was a trope that happened in the first 3 seasons. In the second season, it happened when Daniel kicked Johnny. In the first season, it happened when Johnny threw the beer can or the beer glass into the TV when Daniel's commercial was on. For LaRusso Auto, and then the third one when Carmen and Johnny were about to make love and they knocked over the TV, so it was a tropey thing that happened where the TV was always falling down. So,
dude, also Johnny used to hang TVs, but now he's knocking them down.
That's true. Very true.
More times.
Very true. But yeah, this was a great finale, and just again, we could have gotten so lost with all these fights. And it's like, all right, this is just. I think John pointed out best, like sometimes there is a limit to, okay, they're just doing too much of a good thing. But this show is so, as Mr. Miyagi would say, so well balanced, and they just always know when to hit the right level of that. And, from where they were showing, the fight with Mike Barnes and Johnny and Chozen versus Terry and then with Daniel and then the kids of Cobra Kai and Miyagi Fang, and then we also got the storyline with Dimitri and Eli I mean, it all could have been lost in the shuffle, but they do such a good job of literally balancing it all out in the proper way. It was so well edited, and all the fight choreography was so well done. I mean, you really feel like it felt so intense too, like all these punches, and that one move that Daniel did where he did that block was so sick. I know you said the crane move was satisfying, which I agreed. Very satisfying, but that block.
I've been demanding the crane kick. Since Daniel showed up.
But yeah, I don't know, there were just so many great storylines this entire season. I'm really, it's like John said, I'm really curious to see where they go from here, because if you literally stopped the show right now, I mean, I would be sad for sure, but I think like this literally would be a perfect ending if they ended it right here. But I'm glad they're not going to. I want them to keep continuing on, but this was literally the definition of a finale to me. And I mean, they wrapped up so many different storylines, so I am very curious where they are going to go from here, especially with Cobra Kai. I mean, because obviously Terry's now going to prison or jail, prison, whatever. And
maybe not. I feel like he's a Trump metaphor, isn't he? Isn't he a big metaphor for Donald Trump?
Yeah, there you go.
I just wanted to get the dislikes going by making it political when it wasn't.
Yes, good, well observed. He's Donald Trump and
Danny's Biden.
The karate version. These are the karate versions of these characters.
You should go and deep fake those heads onto those bodies.
But I'm also glad too the storyline as well that wrapped up in terms of Miguel and Sam. I mean, that's a real. I don't know if I'm on the kind of on the miniature here in terms of just thinking this, but I really love that relationship. Their character interactions, their on-screen chemistry is it's so emotional and they're so good together. I love watching those two, and just to see the way it paid off in the end, just how it finished off. I really loved watching those two and just how it finished off. I love that ending, and their interactions are so good. That was great.
I don't think you're on the miniature on that one, man.
No, a lot of people love.
I'm with you.
Miguel Scissorhands and Sam.
None of you guys name dropped Tori. Bunch of sexist pricks.
Dude, I was happy.
I
for
loved her
them.
storyline this season too. It was really good.
Yeah, and I think they've done a nice job of making that feel natural. The way they like Robbie's with Tori, but Miguel, there's that crossing of things, and then but they wind up where they should.
And this season was also too. I really like the theme of like rekindling friendships or like making your mortal enemy like being friends with that person now. I thought they did a good job of really nailing that down this season, because it could have been like, that's really tropey, that's formulaic. Like, I don't buy that they're now friends. Like, no, they actually did it in a way that felt satisfying, from a story point of view as well as an emotional beat. And I felt like they literally landed the kicks with those emotional beats. No pun intended, but yeah, those were really well done in this season. When it came to Miguel and Robbie and Tori and Sam, and I guess you could say Tori and Devon as well, I really thought those were well done. So, and I think my favorite partnership. Sorry, I know I'm giving you so much to talk about. I think my favorite thing to watch this season, though, besides Terry, obviously, Chozen and Johnny. I love those two together. It is so much fun to watch. You can tell they're having so much fun when they're working together. Just in general, when they're working on the show, but together they're so much fun to watch. I love. We need a spinoff show, just those two. I'm petitioning for it. I'm going to start at change.org for that.
Cobra Kai presents Johnny and Chozen.
like Hobbs and Shaw. Sorry, Hobbs and Shaw spinoff.
Crane kick. That's all you guys left me to talk with. Crane kick. When he did the crane kick, it was really satisfying.
It was super satisfying, that crane kick.
All right. Don't worry, guys. I got plenty to talk about here. Don't worry.
Anthony, we left you Anthony.
Thank you.
Dimitri.
Dimitri and Yasmin.
They could always pick and choose where they keep the focus of this season. I think bringing it back to the center, because like the first season is really just Johnny and Danny, and introducing the new characters, right? Like Miguel. It felt like it was Johnny, Danny, Miguel, and Robbie. Like those were the main ones, and then Sam. Yeah, like those five. But it was like Johnny and Danny were the main ones. And this ensemble's gone so big, so you have to do focus per season of like, who are we going to focus on? And I thought it was interesting that they really gave it to the adults this time. Like, so much focus was, especially when I think back of last season, was on the kids and the tournament and Hawk fighting and Sam fighting and everything. Like, it felt like we got our obligatory big crowd fight with the kids at the Cobra Kai dojo. And it was something that I was like, oh, yeah, I guess you got to have that. But I was really feeling like, I kind of had a moment of this season has been way more about the main adults, specifically for Danny. Like this, in some ways, this felt like this was more central about Danny than usual, if you really think about it, because like Amanda came around to understanding and supporting him on these conquests and the traumas that he's had to deal with, and why he gets so obsessed with solving the issues of the vermin that is Cobra Kai. And having Chozen in his corner and Johnny come around, they all came around to support Miyagi-Do on this journey, and then it climaxes with Terry versus Danny. It's like those two figures. It really was a Danny versus Terry season with a lot in between of that, And I really appreciate that they kept the focus on that, and then you explore other stories in between there. So yeah, you got all the great fights in here, and like Chozen, I think is a standout for me this season, because he got a little bit in last season. Oh no, 2 seasons ago he got a little bit, and he got like a moment, a cameo at the end of last season, and they really took advantage of having him here, and they gave him a lot of nuance. And I love that Johnny had the opportunity to get to know Chozen and get to meet Mike Barnes at the end. And like two people is like, who are you? Who are you? Because Johnny definitely felt like a supporting character this season versus being a lead, and that's okay. Like that's okay because whenever he was there, he really stood out. It didn't feel like he was pushed to the background. You know, like there's a difference there, and because you do have to keep the focus very specific. I did because the kids didn't feel as like. Robbie and Miguel had their arc a little bit earlier in the middle of this season. Whereas for the most part, Robbie's been like, I'm Mr. Understanding this season. You know, other than my little feud I had with Miguel, you know, I'm pretty Mr. Understanding for the last half of this. Yeah.
When you leave Cobra Kai, you're Mr. Understanding.
Yeah, you're Mr. Zen. He had his up and downs with Tori and stuff in the beginning, but it could have felt repetitive if it was all about the kids versus the kids all over again. And so they really did make it about the adults and like this crazier version of like bringing in these senseis and shit. It's just got so graphic novel-y an 80s action movie. I love it. It's just it's so heightened. It's so wild. And I think what they did with Tori going off of last season was one of the more compelling parts because her whole identity and her worth had come from karate, and that's all been shattered. And I like how it doesn't end with they're all joining Miyagi-Do. It's like they all don't have a home right now. They could be Miyagi-Do, but we really just don't know. And I think the way they toyed with us on Kreese was fun because he kept having you go, Kreese is going to be good. Is he going to change? Is he going to learn? And he just doesn't. He just accepts more of who he really is at the end of the day. And I love that. I do love the choices they made. I'm kind of just recapping the season right now because all the specifics are gone from this episode. Mike Barnes was good. And guys, give me some. Throw me a bone here.
Hilary Swank.
Yeah.
Are we going to see her next season?
Show up. Fucking bitch. Hate her now.
She's going to ride in on Angel from next Karate Kid. They're going to
She deserves to die. The real Hilary Swank. I feel like she's too good for this show. What have you been doing? P.S. I love you. You've been up to nothing.
How old is that movie? It's like 12 years
That's
ago.
my point.
Yeah.
What else she's done?
What are you doing now? You got
She had
time.
some Netflix show that went
Come
nowhere.
on,
You're
Hilary
part of the
Swank.
Netflix team. Come on.
Next season, we got Jackie Chan, we got Jaden Smith, we got Hilary Swank. They're all coming in.
Make it all happen.
True that.
The Cobra Kai universe.
Got Stingray.
Doctor Strange.
Talk about Stingray.
Yeah, Stingray.
Oh, yeah. He had that great moment. That was awesome.
You got to kick some kids' asses.
He actually got to kick. He earned that moment. He did.
Well, he had that one moment, too, in the school fight at the end of season 2 where he was kicking some ass, too. But, yeah.
No. But this was like.
This is way better.
For something positive.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Oh, I think the way this all art overall was really solid and strong, and it does get you to the point of like, I want to see Terry Silver be torn down.
Yeah,
you want the truth to come out because he just keeps winning, and I think when you can get an audience to that point, I think is very, very strong. And because you wanted to see him crumble, and you do, and I like that. It's more than just if you watch God bleed. If you see God bleed, it wasn't that. It was you just got to see him lie and lose to Miyagi-Do.
Just admit you want to see the Jew taken down. It's all good, Greg.
Is he Jewish?
Don't you remember the episode with him and Sensei Rosenthal when he took over Topanga Karate? They said, "Remember at services, this was not the agreement we made."
Oh wow.
Come on, man, pay attention.
Yeah.
How do we know that Terry didn't only go to those services just to talk to Sensei Rosenthal and they never went again or before?
What is the next season going to be? It's always been a very clear setup for what they want to do.
That's true.
And this is the first time it ends for, I don't know what this direction
That's why
will
I
be.
literally said, I'm glad they're still going to continue on because these guys are so good at what they do, the writers and the creators of the show, but I really have no idea where the direction's going to go from here. But
Are they going to go to that tournament?
They have to now. But the question becomes...
They have to go?
Kreese is going to lead Cobra Kai, but he's kind of like wanted for assault now.
and escaping prison.
Yeah, so I'm like, what does that do?
He's a fugitive.
Yeah, so part of me thinks to myself, I'm like, okay, well, so it would seem as though Danny and at least Miyagi-Do would go to the Sakai Taikai, but at the same time, I'm like, but, they don't have the same amount to prove there. I mean, they could still prove their point, but there has to be the conflict between them and Cobra Kai, and with Cobra Kai's future uncertain, I am like, yeah, what is it? Is it just going to be about Kreese literally just assaulting them between any sort of official karate, like no official karate Cobra Kai anything, and just Kreese trying to assault them? Or
I see it now. Tommy Lee Jones is going to be a U.S. deputy, and he's going to be chasing after John Kreese.
I think they could wrap up the show next season. I think you got to end on a high note. I think they could wrap it up next season.
And then do my spin-off idea.
Karate Kid presents.
Yeah, do it. I'm
Johnny
saying I
and
would.
Chozen.
I know you guys would watch. I would watch that show. Chozen
Yeah.
and Johnny.
Well,
Johnny goes to Okinawa. I'm watching that.
Well, I think Johnny would grow up, and I mean, he would have like a family now, like be a father, be an actual father, maybe run a good dojo, and the kids would probably go to college, right?
and fight everybody in college.
Like, I think next season will be a good time to wrap up the show, because you could end on a really strong note, and then you get your Hillary Swank spinoff season.
Yeah. Next season, we're just a whole new cast with Hillary Swank.
We're doing this right.
Hillary Swank is going to start her own dojo. Hell yeah, I'm watching that.
That's that interesting position, because right now, part of me, because the show has reached this point without many missteps, I'm like, oh. Like, I trust the team who makes it to surprise us with something, and it makes me glad that they didn't pull any punches in this ending of this season. But it does also get me sort of like worried, like, oh man, like they got to really come up with something great. And I bet they probably know already, because didn't they greenlight these 5 and 6 at the same time? I want to say.
I believe they greenlighted 4 and 5 at the same time.
Oh,
that's
okay.
why we got 4 in January and 5 in September.
September.
Like, those are really less than a year you get the next season.
Which is very not usual.
No, it's fast, because you have to shoot and edit all these,
Yeah.
And to keep the quality up to par is exceptionally impressive that they did that.
Well, they did that with Matrix 2 and 3. So
Yeah, and Pirates 2 and 3 as well. So, yeah, I think that next season, I wouldn't be like upset if they announced it, and it's not like, all right, you guys are done. I just think it would be a good time to actually end it, because
it'd be bittersweet.
I prefer bittersweet. I like when shows end when I don't really want them to end, but it makes sense that it would end, because it's better to end on a strong note than like, all right, I'm ready for the show to go.
Yeah.
What Greg is saying is he loved that Smallville had 10 seasons.
Well, and you could wait. You could wait a little time, even if it doesn't go away forever. You could wait for a few years until you really get a reason to surprise us with Cobra Kai, Karate Kid again.
Yeah, because you could wrap. I feel like Kreese needs to really wants to make real amends with Johnny. I feel like that's a genuine thing. I feel like it's a little more gray at the end than what was let on. And it's if Cobra Kai is done for, Danny could actually bury the past.
Yeah,
and
could live his life.
Yeah,
I know Amanda would like that.
Yeah, so I think it has to get to a point where these guys are ready to move on, and I would be okay for the characters, and I think they could make something that's complete and beautiful. The problem is like, the Netflix actors don't really get residual checks.
That's messed up.
Yeah, that is like the messed up part. Like, no one really gets
Deserve
residuals on streaming shows.
Oh no,
they
that
deserve
sucks.
it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a real problem. I mean, I don't know if it's like that case for everyone. I'm not wrong about that, right? I believe that's a real problem.
I think that is a thing.
It's
Unless
a real
it's
issue
been addressed. It's been spoken about.
Yeah, I might just not be up to date. I know that was a problem. I don't know if they've solved that problem.
If that is true, still that sucks.
Yeah, no, it is, because it's like, how do you factor in paying for something?
Yeah, totally. It's like on a voluntary stream basis.
Yeah. And this doesn't get like actual TV airplay, so
yeah, no syndication.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I do think just a stray final observation. It's so cool and nice to see an actual fight. Because there are two weapons in all of martial arts things that I see often where I'm like, oh, cool. And they almost always go to a joke. And it's sai and nunchucks. And so they actually had a badass sai fight. And two, I thought in the show, it's taken so long to get to weapons. And you're in that scene going, okay, well, this is cool, but is getting kind of ridiculous. And then to bring in that extra layer of like, oh, no, people are actually getting sliced up. I thought that really like contributed to like the danger factor where you're like, oh, this is getting like, really out of hand. And two, they made a crack in one of the fights about like, wait your turn. But I thought especially too, this had some of the best fights for the adult characters in this episode because like the speed and the choreography was like super on point. I know we've talked about sometimes like the younger cast fights always look pretty fast and pretty, good. And some of the older characters fights sometimes can be put in editing. But this all around, like the fights, mwah.
There were a couple times in the fight between Silver and Chozen, I could tell there was a stunt guy for Chozen, but I didn't care. I was so invested in the fight.
The hair on the left.
Yeah, I did not care. I was so invested in the fight. I think also all these fights throughout all the seasons, especially in the final fights versus Terry Silver, have proven that Mr. Miyagi is still the biggest badass that ever lived. I mean, that guy literally took one hit in all four Karate Kid films. He only got one hit on him, and that was when he wasn't looking in Karate Kid Part 2. So, I mean, granted, Chozen and Daniel were more on the drunk side when they were fighting Terry Silver, but still, I mean, like Terry, Kreese, nobody could get a single hit on him and on Mr. Miyagi. So,
well, I think what they did with the fights to escalate the danger was they tried tricking the audience into thinking that Kreese is dead, which gives this element that which gives a presence of life and death.
Yeah, for sure.
So
good call.
Definitely.
You get like the actual danger of stakes. Mm-hmm. But it would be nice if they actually kill off a character.
Yeah, I know.
I know. I mean,
Terry Silver will get shanked in prison.
Yeah, no. I mean, you thought maybe for a second, like, wow, they killed Kreese and Chozen, possibly.
Well,
wow.
Well, really, it's the girl from Korea. I mean, she might carry on the legacy here and want revenge against Miyagi-Do.
I was curious because I love that they had Danny actually use the things Terry taught him to take him down, and I think she could see, the techniques of her lineage within that, and is probably like, the hell you're going to bring my techniques, my family's techniques to the world stage, so I could see that being a thing. Her and her anime gang of...
I mean, Terry was trying to apply the techniques, too. It was just failing bad.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, we did it. We watched all of Cobra Kai. We are caught up with the show. You can now stop bothering us. Even though we binged it, you can stop bothering us. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Andrew, for pointing out every Easter egg and only missing like 30.
Yeah, I only missed like a bunch.
We'll make a supplementary video at the end of the year when you've counted them all.
You better do a better job next time.
On your fifth rewatch.
Because...
you were on the thinnest of ice.
I know if you were on Jabby Kowe's channel,
I wouldn't have missed a thing.
You wouldn't have missed a beat. I
Nothing.
know you.
I wouldn't have fallen asleep. I wouldn't have missed a thing.
No, you would have been asleep, but you would have still caught all the Easter eggs.
Yeah.
That's
true.
The beauty of it.
That's true. That's true.
You would have given it your A+ game, and here, solid C-.
All right. At least it's a passing grade. I'll take it.
Is it a passing grade?
Are you passing with pride, Andrew?
A, B, C. I'm in the top 3. Back to school, 1986. Alan Meter. Right. Oh, and Johnny Lawrence, William Zabka was in that film too.
Oh, hey. J-Law.
I met William Zabka.
Really? Is he a nice guy?
No, I didn't meet him.
Oh. Well, you should. I'm sure he's a nice guy.
I've never even seen any of the Cobra Kai cast in person.
Oh, me neither.
I feel like we should have had an opportunity by now, considering they shoot what looks like 2 miles away from it.
They
all
shoot all around here.
Encino Commons, Balboa Park, we're like, they're literally 2 minutes away.
I should have walked into one of their frames by accident by now.
I should have seen one of their Star Wagons.
That must be for Cobra Kai.
The amount of times I watched, I like that Reseda Apartments establishing shot. I'm like, I have literally walked right. I might have been in that complex before. Anyway,
Don't
guys,
worry, next season, final season, you will.
We'll get there. We'll get there. Thank you for being here. Subscribe, click that bell. Who's the lucky patron? David Gandy.
D. Gand.
D-Bone. We have looked up your name on Urban Dictionary. Here's what it is. David is the greatest man you'll ever have the privilege to know. that he is. He is one of the greatest people we've ever known. He is the epitome of a gentleman, and he is the most charismatic person you'll ever meet.
You can vouch.
He's a little shy, but once you get to know David, you do see he's got a gentleness about him, a warmth, some might say. David has a big heart, and he is very compassionate. That's a given. He loves animals, especially ducks. He's got a whole farm there in his backyard.
Quackin' Dave.
Quackin' Dave is what we call him.
That's right.
David is sometimes shy. Oh, yeah. He is very adorable when he blushes.
Oh, shucks.
What do you always say about David?
Just want to pinch his cheeks.
Blushing, quacking David. If you found yourself a David, you better cuff him while you can. He's dangerous. David has many men or women vying for his attention, but he is very, very loyal.
He'll never run out on you.
He's been here forever, even when he doesn't want to be. Davids have so much potential and ambition. Oh, yeah. This guy has so many gifts.
David's intellect is unmatched, which is true. I mean, the amount that you know, the wisdom that you've imparted on us over time.
Davids will create great lives for themselves and their families. He is a caretaker. I mean, that's 100% the truth.
He's helped create a great life for us.
David will make the best husband, and he will never let you down. Loyalist, he will also make a great father, and he will do anything for his children, including murdering those ducks.
Oh,
David has the most wonderful energy that is contagious to others. He makes people smile very easily, and he has the purest of souls.
Super spreader Dave.
Check this out. David is very attractive and very good in bed.
Ooh.
Makes a duck's watch. He will always listen to your desires and needs. Oh, yeah, he's a pleasure king. David always pleases his partners emotionally and
Especially
physically.
the ducks.
He is a gorgeous human being. David should always be cherished and loved. David deserves the world. And whoever this David is that wrote this clearly needs some help because they're
clearly
just
in
like,
love with themselves.
Love me, please.
I am so great. You guys just need to see it. So you can only see the qualities I possess. Guys.
But David, you are these qualities. So thank you for being the great David that is.